Hey everyone, it's your local neighborhood Foss SB here, aka God, since everyone's God. Yeah, what's up guys? I'm here with the Black Wasabi, got my boy Myles per hour, Luxraymaster, Lord Star, and Young Aura the Kid. Say what's up guys.
Hey, what's up?
Wait, this isn't the Sonic the Movie discussion?
That's fucking wild.
That's for
a different video.
Today we're gonna be talking about.
I'm back from the Shadow Realm. What's up?
That's wild. You never missed an episode of the podcast. You know that, right?
I stopped watching that shit a long time ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, the last fucking episode. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about the Etika situation today because we got a lot to talk about. So
Etika.
Now, before we start that, Foss, I'm going to act as your viewer. Now, Foss, how come you're doing a topic on Etika?
That's a good question. The reason why I want to talk about Etika because everyone here in the Fresh Ness podcast crew has watched Etika for years. I haven't even been watching for that long, but I've even gone back and watched some of his Pokemon videos, some of his rap battle videos. I've watched a lot of Etika stuff, right? And I was a fan of him. And then he deleted his channel with all those crazy things going on, and now I kind of feel like the guy needs help. But he's doing all this crazy stuff, he's saying all this crazy stuff, and then you got Triforce, which is saying all this other crazy stuff, and I really want to have a discussion about it.
And everybody else in the Nintendo community, or at least the people that care about him, really care about him, is like, this man is wilding out. I mean, he needs some help. Like, we
have Keemstar, Rich from Review Tech USA, saying something.
Yep. It's getting bad.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start from the beginning?
Yeah. Wouldn't it make sense to start from the beginning to go through the case again?
So basically, Etika decided to delete his channel one day. He was bugging out. He was posting some crazy videos. I don't know exactly what was going on.
Hentai. He was posting hentai.
Miku's fucking toes or whatever. But the reason
all I'm gonna say about that is quality content.
It was not quality. It was not quality. Apparently the reason why he deleted his channel, which is probably one of the only factual things that Triforce has said recently, is because he had a YouTube network he didn't want to be a part of. He couldn't delete his channel. He figured this was the only way he could get off the platform. Understandable.
Really?
Understandable.
That's the first time I heard about that. For me, I thought it had to do with his Twitter being suspended.
Yeah. I thought it had to do with the Twitter being suspended too. I don't know. This is what Triforce is saying. This is not what Etika has said. So I really don't know what to go off of because a lot of things are just It's just like a soup of like a lot of things being said. You got Christine saying stuff. She's saying stuff before. You got Etika saying stuff. Now you got Triforce saying stuff. You got Dreamy, Creamy, Keemy. Like, I don't know what's going on. So he deletes his channel, goes on Twitter posting stuff about stargazing, all this other stuff. Then he stopped. He came back. He was streaming. He was like, yo, guys, I lied to you guys. I didn't move out. I moved with my mom. Da-da-da-da. Everything seemed fine. Then he started back on Twitter again. And then it kind of started getting stuff again, and it kind of stopped. And now recently, he's been bugging out on Twitter again. He recently the cops were called on him. He did a live stream on Instagram where the cops came to his door and they were like, open up, and he wouldn't open up the door. They basically had to break down the door and basically push him on the ground to detain him. They took him to a mental institution. He came out the next day perfectly fine, right? Whatever.
Quote unquote,
perfectly fine. He goes on a drama alert, saying all this crazy shit. Mind you, right after all this stuff happened with Etika, before, I don't know if this was before or after the interview with Keemstar. I think this was before though. Empire Arcadia Triforce posted his video on the Etika situation. We're gonna get to that. So Etika's talking to Keemstar, saying he's the Antichrist and he's coming to kill everyone, and that he kind of says life is kind of like the movie Bird Box and how it's all a simulation, and when humans face eternity, that all this weird stuff, and how Keemstar needs to eat more potassium to finally become a god. It was fucking wild. Okay.
Yeah, when was the last time you ate a salad, you fat bastard?
Keemstar's not okay. Can we be honest? Keemstar's not even that fat.
Yeah, he's more of a chunky man.
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Why does it matter? Leave him alone.
You understand?
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
He's already.
The guy's a fucking millionaire.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have a question.
What is up, Luxraymaster?
So for the second time, like, wasn't there like a whole thing where he was in his apartment, and like I remember there was like everyone was streaming about.
No, that was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time. I'm kind of like giving a brief summary of all that stuff. I actually forgot about all that, but yeah, he needed help with his film. That's when he came back on the stream on Twitch, told us what was going on and everything.
I didn't mean to confuse you.
Nah, you're good. So after the Keemstar interview, apparently she's been going on some other stuff. He on Twitter he randomly added Pokimane, calling her his wife and stuff, and they need to fly off together until they're needed back again. But according to Christine, he has been detained by the cops again because he punched a police officer in the face. And he's
footage on it.
There was footage of that.
Welcome to the fucking show.
I feel the person who was recording it would have recorded it better.
Yeah, no, there was way too many people there. There's way too many people there. Yeah, I'm kind of glad it wasn't recorded better because at least it doesn't show much human decency, but it shows some. But he punched a police officer. He got arrested, took him to a mental institution. This time, he cannot leave until 72 hours, so basically 3 days. Christine kept us updated about that, and I really appreciate it because even though Etika's kind of been a bitch towards her with their whole relationship and stuff, she has been supporting him. So she did do some crazy stuff before when he had his first mental breakdown, but now she's actually supporting him and updating us, and we do
like a good friend should.
Yeah, but he didn't get I read that it said he didn't get arrested. He was just taken to the
He didn't get arrested. He got sent to the mental institution.
Yeah.
But Keemstar thinks that he will get in trouble with the law because he did punch a police officer in the face. And that's just
that is a crime.
That's a pretty serious crime too.
That is a crime, isn't it?
Yes. So the thing that I really, really want to talk about, because now Etika is in a mental institution, hopefully he'll be fine. I think what Etika is going through is a manic episode. Now, do you guys remember the FouseyTube drama, the July 15th stuff?
I don't remember it.
I don't really recall it.
I do.
So FouseyTube ended up hosting an event that he made in basically like 4 days. He made a free show for people to come, had music and all this stuff going on. But he was going through a manic episode, and basically he was saying all this stuff like he was basically comparing Drake to God. He was like, I God is speaking to me. I'm doing this, and this, and I'm like a. He was just saying some crazy stuff. Like he's basically like a prophet.
He's a prophet. He's a prophet or
right,
something.
Right. And it was because FouseyTube has bipolar, and he was off his medicine, and obviously he was just like, whoa. I missed out on a lot of things. In actuality, it was just him. He was being manic, and even FaZe Banks was like, I've been like this before. He's not in the right mindset. And even Keemstar in the interview was just like, Nobody just got like this recently. He's taking medicine. He's fine now. Now I don't know anything about what Nobody went through because apparently, according to Keemstar, all this stuff went through privately, but. Similar stuff is going on. Etika really does need help, and the stuff that Triforce was saying honestly really got on my nerves because it just seemed like he made it about something else, and it didn't really make sense. And
it was basically irrelevant.
Yeah, he basically made it about race and shit.
It was basically irrelevant
pretty wrong
to the fact.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for the people who don't know what Triforce said. Basically, Triforce said that as African people, which is funny because most of us in the BK Freshness podcast are black. He said as African people we speak in codes, which I guess people have their own way of speaking. Different races speak different ways.
Not cold, but it's different slang and stuff.
Right. Every different race has a different slang, right?
Code?
And he tries to say that the white people and other people try to take our slang. Whatever. It's the way people speak.
That's a touchy subject. That is a touchy subject.
Yeah, because the thing is he's not wrong.
I won't say that he's wrong, but I will say that if enough people speak a certain way, other people will eventually start speaking the way they do. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say.
No,
well, that's just human nature.
I'll say more of he was right technically, but he in the situation he was wrong.
There you go.
Yeah.
So think about it. Think about it. Etika was at a mental institution for an hour, right? Or an hour or so. I don't know how long he was there for. He comes out the same day. Triforce DMs him saying, "You escaped the Matrix." What the fuck? This nigga is already. I'm not saying Etika's crazy. I'm not saying Etika's crazy. I think he's going through a manic episode. But someone is not right in their head, and the first thing you say to them is they escaped the Matrix.
No, that's literally adding fuel to the fire.
Like, bro, what are you doing? And
you're going. The man is going left field, and you're just going left field with him. Further
exactly. That's why the thumbnail is the way it is. It just seems like Triforce is trying to defend his brother, saying, "Oh, he's fine, he's good. There's nothing wrong with him."
Actually, this just made me remember something. It's old. This is back when you guys are not gonna know much about this situation, but J. Cole, when he dropped "For Your Eyes Only," before he dropped it, he dropped a song named "False Prophets," and the first half of the verse is based off of talking about Kanye, basically saying that this man needs he's going through some stuff mentally. He's not mentally right, and he needs some help because Kanye, he says he wild out every once in a while, and he's like, as a fan myself, I grew up listening to him, but seeing this is breaking my heart.
Right. No, right. That's exactly how we feel, right? Exactly how we feel.
Yeah. And people are still egging him on while he's personally saying, nah, he's fucking up. So.
And the one thing I do understand that Triforce made a good point. He was saying there are some toxic fans out there where Etika will be like, "Oh, I'll do this, donate, and I'll do this, and people donate and do it. Now, I kind of have a counter argument to that where people don't see this as, oh, Etika's gonna die. If Etika's gonna die, he's gonna drink too much if I donate him $200. People see this as entertainment. So they're like, fuck it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna play fucking Iceman Etika. Let me donate $500 to him. He's gonna do this. Let me do this. People don't take it. I'm not saying there aren't evil people in the world, but what I'm saying is people don't take it as Etika is actually gonna get himself hurt. Now maybe some people do, but people aren't donating saying, "Oh, we want Etika to do this. We want Etika to do this. Hopefully he gets fucked up. He gets really like." No, that's not the intention of what people are doing.
People are still kind of
entertainment.
Clown. Like one meme that's kind of always been there for Etika and is honestly just increased now with all this stuff is Etika being a clown. It's interesting, but you should kind of think about that mental stuff too.
I guess the only problem is that when you blame the fans and don't put any blame on Etika, like obviously a fan isn't gonna donate $1,000 and say, okay, put a gun to your head and shoot yourself. But if Etika says, oh, well, I'll shoot myself if someone donates $1,000 and some nigga does it, I mean he's the one who put that out there. Like he made a good point. There was a streamer who said she was sick and she was taking shots for people to donate to him. I get that the idea of that is fucked up, but she was willing to say, listen, if you guys donate to me, I'll do this. Without her saying that, no one would have been like, oh, here's all the money you need for your medicine. Now fucking drink till you black out. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's more of the entertainment. I get that it's wrong, but it's more of the you say some crazy shit. People want to see it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I need to add. After hearing about this, my question is there actually anyone out there that has come up to this man and just said you need to like change your life or something?
No, I don't think anyone's actually sat down. I don't other than Christian and maybe like some people in his family. I don't think, and that's why I'm troubled by the stuff that Triforce is saying. Like we Africans, we speak in code, and he said that Etika in a live stream did say he was scared that the cops were breaking down on the door, and who wouldn't be? But then he tried to spin it on Drama Alert and say, I was putting on a show. And then instead of Triforce being like, as a logical person, if a cop is banging down on my door, obviously I'm going to be scared. Instead of, it's a race thing. I could get shot and killed. I wouldn't have thought that. I mean, maybe I would have thought that if the cops are saying open up the fucking door and I don't open up the door, they probably think I have something crazy in there. Like, and can you blame them? The man is standing right in front of the door, and they broke the door handle off. I get at that point he couldn't open the door, but he still had certain locks on the door that he would not take off for them. And like he had people like SWAT coming in, like. People weren't calling the cops, and this is the problem I have with Triforce saying people are calling the cops. He's in danger. You can get this man killed for calling the cops. He's an African American, and these white cops will kill him. Like, no, people are calling the cops because they care about him. They're not calling the cops to see them get hurt. And I get maybe it's not the best way to go about it, but when you have someone saying all this crazy shit, like they're the Antichrist and they're stargazing and they want to take people with them and fly away and they're God, like he needs some
sometimes you're gonna have to take the hard route.
Big red flags there.
Can I make a statement for a second? Can I make a statement?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So honestly, like if no one says anything to him or tries to talk to him, then he can obviously get himself hurt or end up killing somebody or end up killing himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Like,
it bothers me that like no one is going up to this man and saying something. His family might be doing something, but like still, there needs to be like a friend that they need to go up to him and say something.
Now that might be Christine doing that. Like she probably knows Etika better than anyone else would because she was his girlfriend.
Right. But hold on a second. Okay. She knows him the best, right?
Yeah.
Why is she the only person saying he really needs to be in the hospital when Triforce is saying, "Oh, he's good. He went to a mental institution. He got right out. Oh, he's fine."
Even other, like, I know the vast majority is telling him to go to the hospital or he needs some help.
Right.
Yeah.
And Triforce made a pretty decent point saying, I think what it is that maybe Etika's fame got to his head a little bit and he's bugging out a little, which is understandable. He used an example of C&D smoking weed on the Twitch live stream. He said C&D's young. Kids do this kind of stuff. He got a lot of hate from it. C&D got away from social media for a bit and came back perfectly fine. I get that. Maybe he's saying maybe Etika needs to get away, but Etika isn't getting away. He's posting on Twitter, "I'm God, we're stargazing," all this other shit, and he's the Antichrist. Like, if he really needed to get away and take care of himself, why isn't he doing that?
Like, because he wants the attention, possibly.
There's part of me that's thinking that I do think there's something wrong with him. Not wrong with him, but he's going through something. But I also think he's kind of enjoying the attention because he was trending on Twitter worldwide. Yeah. He's not even fucking verified.
Can I say something for a second though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So what I was thinking. We kind of talked earlier about this, but I did ask that question where wouldn't it be too obvious if he was just saying put on a show as if like he wanted to get the attention? So I just felt like it would be too obvious if it was like that.
No, I get what you're saying. I guess my problem is with this whole situation is Etika is clearly going through something. Triforce is trying to say he's fine. Saying about a race thing, he's speaking in codes because that's the way Africans speak. And then for Etika to go on Drama Alert and talk and basically discredit everything that Triforce said. Oh, he's just saying this. He's just saying this because he was scared he thought the cops were going to kill him. Oh, Etika's like, I have to put on the show. Two different things. Yeah. Now, another point that Triforce tried to make is that there was a people donated for Etika to drink like some kind of like alcohol or something that would have hurt him or something like that. I don't know. He said that he was there in the house with him while Etika was running to go get the bottle. He gave him some bagels to try to basically make it so that he doesn't get super intoxicated by it. Which like okay, that's fine as a friend to do that. But he's saying if Etika really was trying to kill himself, do you think he would have took that? It's just like, wait, nobody said he was trying to kill himself at that time. No one's saying Etika was suicidal. We're just saying he needs help before.
He's just a little out of it right now.
Yeah. Like I've seen the same thing with Fuzi. Like Fuzi was bugging the fuck out, and now Fuzi did all this other stuff. He lost a lot of money. He got rid of his YouTube channel, and he got his YouTube channel back. he realized that, holy shit, I messed up when I did this. And the same thing I saw FuzzyTube was lashing out at DJ Academics. It's kind of like the same thing with Etika bringing up the Tony situation with Etika. I mean, Etika bringing up the Tony situation with Keemstar, which I honestly thought was fucking disgusting. I don't think the Tony situation really brought up.
Yeah, that wasn't okay.
Out of all the Keemstar, that's one of the
whole situation was fixed. He admitted he was wrong. And he brings up super crap like that.
Yeah, you don't bring that shit up. Keemstar has said, for people who don't know, Keemstar has said multiple times that he used to have a Google Docs where they do, where him and his team will report stories. Keemstar's a team, and they'll collect stories and they will put it on the Google Doc. Apparently, someone got into the Google Doc and reported this story, and they don't know who it was. So Keemstar reported it on Drama Alert, instead of doing a little bit more research. So it was a little bit of fault on Keemstar's part, but he admitted that he was wrong. He took down the video less than an hour later, and he apologized to the guy. He said, guys, I messed up. This was a mistake. He sent his fans to go apologize to him, and he even offered the guy money. Like, Keemstar felt bad because you can ruin someone's life about it. He felt bad. He made a mistake. We're humans. We all make a mistake. The fact that people keep bringing this up, and the fact that Etika brought that up is just fucked up, in my opinion. I don't think that's cool.
He brought up, like said,
the Tony situation.
Old man
when Keemstar accidentally called out the old man a pedophile.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Like, that's not cool. You don't bring that shit up.
Yeah, you see people use that as like exposed videos these days.
I really don't want to say this is a publicity stunt, but Etika has people trying to help him and he's blocking them, and his reasoning is these people are spreading hate, and I've never wanted to spread a hate.
Not even hate. The man says they're too weak for me, and
he sounds like a fucking villain. He sounds like a fucking super.
Yeah, like the way he spoke during the interview is like a comic book villain. He sounded like Thanos. Like, I wish I was kidding, but go back to the Drama Alert. Like, he sounds just like him.
And I want to apologize.
No one can sound like Josh Brolin.
Gosh.
Wild.
He literally sounds like Xehanort for a second.
I want to apologize to Pokemon because Etika has just randomly dragged her in. I haven't looked at his Twitter recently, but I don't think he can be on Twitter because he is detained for about 72 hours. But, like, why did he drag her into this? He even put on his Instagram story, look at my wife, and it's a picture of him and her.
I don't think that he really cares about anything right now. I think he's just doing he's just using his instincts. His instincts are just making him do whatever. And
no, I think it's something similar to you know how the Logan situation in Japan, yada yada.
Yeah.
He's kind of too in tune with his character, his personality.
You're saying he's too in tune with his persona?
Yes.
Hey,
I mean, but that can come with popularity, and I get that, but he still needs help.
Hey, Pokemon,
no. I'm not saying he doesn't need help. He needs help. But I say that might be a possibility.
My destiny is mine to control, while mine and Pokemon, lol. If you're reading this, it's too late. You had your chance to buy. I'll be there when you need me, but never when you want me.
When did he post that?
I am just running through his Twitter right now. It says 1 day ago.
Wild.
It's too bad Olivia also didn't. The dinosaurs didn't.
Yeah, that's wild.
I should have let you all die. Like I said, he's talking like he's God right now.
Yeah.
I hate humans sometimes.
It's basically like it's like
the only thing I can relate to, Etika. Anyways,
yeah, what about to say?
But is there any? But wait, I have a question though about that.
Go ahead.
So didn't anyone mention anything about maybe him? He had like he was hearing voices or something, maybe something like
that's a sign of schizophrenia.
It's a sign of even okay. Here's the thing: what I really think is going on is he's either having a mental breakdown, he wants more attention, or he's just manic. Like I don't know what else to say.
For the folks at home, I am looking at some symptoms for bipolar mania. So yes, it is some kind of bipolar. Yeah. So
before we do that,
what's up?
Let's talk. We're not like psychologists, so we don't know what is it.
We care about Etika, right?
We're just
and we want him to be okay.
We're just a bunch of college-age people who are a fan of Etika and trying to just figure this out.
Right. Because basically my problem was the stuff that Triforce was saying is, oh, he's not crazy, he's fine. Us black people just speak in code, nigga. If I know someone that just got out of a fucking mental institution, I'm not gonna say you escaped the Matrix, brother. Let's escape together. What the fuck? You don't put that shit in somebody's head.
Black power, my guy. What's up, my diggity dog?
Like Triforce, no hate against you. I don't want to start any drama or anything. And if it does start, we can have a debate, whatever. I just feel like the stuff you were putting out there was bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's bullshit because a lot of the stuff that Etika was saying in the Keemstar interview contradicted everything you said. He didn't say he was doing this for black people to stand up. What the fuck was he tried to say? The revolution will not be televised like the revolution of like black people standing up. No, it just seems like he was just saying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
and to be on topic, at this point, black people are destroying black people more than white people are.
We're not gonna get into that in this channel. This is not the False SB Politics channel.
Okay. So now looking more at this diagnosis, it's kind of amazing how this almost fits into a T. So reduced need for sleep. I mean, we could probably make that guess. Increased rate of speech. Flight of ideas.
Right. Yep.
Being easily distractive. High self-esteem. Yes. I think calling yourself God.
Did you see how?
Just a feeling.
Did you see how fast he was speaking when he joined the drum alert? He was like, "Hey guys, it's me, the Antichrist."
An increased interest in goal-oriented activities. Psychomer agitation such as pacing or hand wringing. An increased pursuit of risky and dangerous activities.
Not opening the door when a cop came, punching a cop in the face, right?
Yeah,
wow.
That is.
Is that for bipolar?
For bipolar mania.
Yeah, he might just be having a manic episode, which is fine. He'll get medicine. He'll be fine. Because again, Keemstar said Net. I don't know what exactly Net Nobody went through. aka Skydice Minecraft. I don't know what exactly he went through, but. It was more private, but he said there's a lot of similarities being drawn between these two, but now he's fine. So maybe Etika just needs some medication and he'll be good. Because him calling himself the Antichrist, he's gonna purge all human life. This has nothing to Triforce. This has nothing to do with black power. This has nothing to do with black people standing up. This has nothing to do with Africa forever. I'm not gonna say Wakanda forever. I'm not gonna say that.
Sick.
Even the actor himself would not say that anymore.
I could understand why some people could find this funny. Sure, like his interview with Keemstar was funny surface level.
It's hilarious, but the more you think about it, the more kind of sad it is.
It's sad,
disheartening, disturbing.
The thing is, the way he freaked out on Keemstar reminds me of the way FuziTube freaked out on Keemstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very two similar cases, I guess.
And FuziTube was manic.
Like, you made me want to kill myself.
Right, FuziTube was manic. And even FaZe Banks was like, I can tell that he was manic. You could tell by the look in his eye that FuziTube was manic. And the way he just punched that police officer. What was the reason for him punching the police officer? And even if Triforce wanted to say it was a race thing, it was a black police officer. So why'd he punch him in the face?
Yeah.
Why'd he punch him in the face?
The irony.
So,
yeah, basically.
Honestly, Triforce, he's just making this whole shit like worse.
Yeah, like if Triforce wanted to say what he was saying and it made sense and Etika was acting the way that Triforce was saying, I'd say I don't really agree, but whatever. But none of this stuff is adding up. Like, Etika might have been scared of the cops for breaking down on his door, but then he has the audacity to say, I was putting on a show for the people that were watching. It's like, maybe Etika does need to take some medicine, separate himself from the fans for a bit. For a couple of months, not for like a fucking week and be, hey guys, I'm back. No, he needs to take some medicine, get away for a bit, and hopefully he'll be able to come back as... I hope this is not a publicity stunt, and I don't want to keep saying it, but I hope it's not, because Etika has been doing YouTube for 13 years. He said he's been doing YouTube for a long ass time. He's gotten a lot of attention from it, and the fact that all this stuff is happening now, I don't know. It's a little bit weird. But I just hope the best for him.
Because he's been growing really healthily before this whole incident with his Twitter.
Potassium.
Yeah. But let me just say though.
All right.
Like Etika has touched our hearts. You know, he's given us good content to his fans. You know, talk to the fans.
Smash reactions.
His streams are the best. Well, were the best.
And like,
hilarious.
He's become, and like recently, he just became a whole different person.
Etika was always like.
Jump aside.
Etika was always like someone you could laugh at, someone you could be like, okay, this guy's funny, has this funny reactions. But Etika is now literally became just a fucking clown, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's like something took over him. Like it's like literally looks like another part of him is taking over.
And the fact that Triforce is adding more fuel to the fire is just kind of sad.
Yeah. Would you say it's because of clout? Does he want the clout?
I mean, at first I thought, but no.
I mean, okay.
He
had Etika in the
mindset.
thumbnail, and he made it seem he was talking about Etika, but he was basically saying it's you, the fans, that are causing all this other stuff. Maybe it could have been for attention. Maybe I like that. I have a little bit of respect for him, so I like to say no. He didn't do that. He didn't do it for attention. But then again, Christine did do a live stream at first for attention with putting Etika's name on it. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I know that even though Christine did do that the first time, she's actually keeping us updated and making sure he's okay, and I appreciate it. I really hope that he doesn't get arrested, but he might get arrested for punching a cop in the face.
Most likely.
Though, they could do like reasons of insanity, like to lift those charges, possibly.
But you know.
Yeah, but even then, he might get community service at
and
least.
And the thing is that the cop didn't even do anything back, which makes it look worse on Etika. Because again, if the cop would have like beat him to the ground or something, you would have been like, okay, whoa. But no,
so,
he just took it. From what I've seen, he just took it.
Take the whole just.
I mean, hey, props on that cop.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Etika being beat to the ground by cops. So, in the future,
Nobody would see anybody get beat to the ground by cops.
I do want to say that I do appreciate Keemstar for reaching out to Etika and doing the interview, because without the interview, we wouldn't have seen what we needed to see for me to be like, Triforce, you're wrong. So I do appreciate the interview. It was entertaining. And for the people who didn't know what was going on with Etika, it gave a lot more information, because Keemstar did explain like this is what's going on with him. So I do appreciate that. Like that gave a lot more context to the situation. Even though I was there to watch the live stream with my girlfriend, it was funny to us, but after a while, it's just like, wait, you know what I mean?
Also, did he have to say to the cops that he does like?
No. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he basically tried to he basically lied to the cops and tried to get him to go away, to say he does porn and that's why people want him arrested. Like it.
That's weird.
It's weird. I think he.
Weird flex, but okay.
I think he's manic. I think he's.
Like that's slightly fitting, because like every reply on his Twitter, there is hentai everywhere. What the heck?
I mean, that's just how some most of his fans are, because that's the way he acts. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to add?
Well,
it's kind of a joke, but you know, I don't see a problem with the hentai. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's actually fucking crazy.
That's
Luxraymaster.
But like what I was saying earlier, like, I just hope, you know, everything goes good and nothing bad happens to him, because, you know, a lot of people care about it. A lot of people who, you know, who hang out with Etika at the Nintendo launches in New York and like a bunch of stuff. You know, it would suck to see that he ends up dead one day, or ends up getting arrested, or ends up hurting somebody else.
I think it's confirmed that he's probably going to get arrested.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Punching a cop is pretty much like a one-way ticket.
So I got a question. What would be the best solution to this situation? Would it be just like ignore him, or like
get him help?
He comes. I'll say he comes out of a mental hospital. He has some medication. He gets arrested for a couple of months. and then he's let out.
Like either a couple of months or some community service.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Or maybe house arrest, something.
It needs to be far away from social media as humanly possible.
Yes.
That's
like if we need to have anyone speak for him, have Christine speak for him or someone.
I feel bad though. I feel bad. We cannot keep dragging her into this situation.
She just want to live on and move on with her life, but she just get dragged back into this shit.
I get that they're friends and that they were in a relationship, but it would get to the point where you just don't want to deal with this shit anymore.
Yeah.
I want the best for Etika, but I also don't want us to keep relying on other people to give us information, which is probably why Triforce did the crazy shit that he said, because people keep asking him, is Etika okay? That nigga probably didn't know what the fuck to say.
Yeah.
But I mean, the shit he said was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That was left field.
He said it was
just as left field as
bad.
Etika's.
He did some crazy stuff. If Etika was to die that day, then people would have more respect for him. But it's just if Etika would have died from not opening the door for the cops, it kind of would have been his fault. Because all you had to do was open the door and say, but no, he had to put on the show. But I don't think there's anything else to add, really. I think
that's about it.
I think you wrapped up this case pretty quick, but yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for watching this episode of the PK Freshness podcast. If you guys are new, I appreciate you guys listening to this episode of the podcast. I know some people are gonna be like, why is a channel like this making content on something so serious like this? Because we actually really care. We want him to get help. It's not like we're doing this for views. I know the thumbnail's kind of like a joke, but it's kind of try to lighten the subject and seriously have a talk with you.
This is one of our more serious podcasts.
Yeah. But we do podcasts on a lot of video game stuff, and Etika does mean a lot to us. So we just wanted to sit down and talk about this, But that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Yeah, share this video. I know this is probably unlikely, but I want Triforce, Etika, and Keemstar to see this video, and I want to see at least Triforce. I want to see how he reacts to what we have to say.
Oh yes.
But no hate towards you, Triforce. If you want to have a discussion about what we said, we're perfectly fine with that. I don't mind. I don't think anybody else here minds. But yeah, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Peace out.